And we're back. Okay, so I painted my nails. We are doing the hashtag only 10 mass market decks. This is the hashtag last year that made me even consider doing a YouTube channel because I was watching YouTube for about a year before that. And I started watching these hashtags and I saw this one and I really wanted to participate in it. And I was like, oh, I don't have a YouTube channel. I don't even know where to start making YouTube videos. Screw it. So I put it on so I put it on Instagram. And now here we are a year later, and I wanted to revamp it anyway for my Instagram post. So I was thinking that I'll do this one. I'll do it here since, I was like, let me try my hand at this YouTube video. I've been saying for a year that I want to do it. So let's just do it. And so, Thea at Garden Goddess Tarot and Meg at Rose Honey Ritual have revamped this tag. This was originally Katie Flowers' tag, and they made it into only 10 mass market decks. So they said that we could have two throwaways, right? That are traditional decks. I don't have any mass market RWS decks, and I don't own any Thoth decks. I have one Thoth adjacent, and so I'm using my traditional throwaways for my two of my mass market Marseille decks. So these are two of my mass market Marseille decks and my favorites at the moment. And this is the Ancient Italian Tarot. And this is the Marseille Cat Tarot, both by Los Scarabeo. So turn them over and give them a look. So these are, the Ancient Italian Tarot are more traditional. They have Soprafino majors, and I forget the name of the minors, but they're in a mix, and they're quite beautiful. And the Cat Tarot, as you can see, excuse the glare, I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, has little kitties with clothes, and they also, if you're like me and you only use Marseille once in a blue moon and you can't remember the meanings, there's little hints there to kind of help you out. But it does have the direction and the style of the minors are accurate as far as I know. So these are two quite lovely Marseille decks, and those will be my throwaways. And that is the Ancient Italian Tarot and the Marseille Cat Tarot, both with fabulous backs. All right, so those are those. Those are my throwaways. Put those over here so they don't get messed up. Now, okay, so I'm playing a game with myself, right? I'm thinking, if that was me, like the real live me, I am not about to be taking no tarot decks with me if I'm going somewhere. But I wanted to do a thing where I was like, okay, I had a hard time picking decks, and I was like, okay, let me narrow it down. Okay, if I was going on a trip, what decks would I take with me? Like, say I was going on a work trip and I could only take one box of a lovely tarot with me for 3 months because I was limiting myself to one box. What would I take? And I said, okay, really, I wouldn't take any. I would probably just take a throwaway because I've been burned before with shipping decks. But if I was gonna, my real life self, really take a few decks in like my carry on, what would I take? The first would be Tarot Familiars. I use this deck for all of my new moon readings and full moon if I do them, and I love it. It's a nice, beautiful pip deck. It is not. I mean, it doesn't. It wouldn't scare anybody if it was like laying out in a hotel and somebody saw it. Um, you know, depending on where I was, and it is a quite cute little deck. So yeah, and it's easily replaceable because it's mass market. So I would definitely be taking that one. If there was no other deck that I took, it would be this one. Okay, so that's Tarot Familiars. Then I would take a nice keyword deck that is easy to use, unassuming, and like if I just wanted to do some polls and I don't want to think, if I maybe met someone there that might want a tarot reading and I wanted to do it for them, something that would be easy for them to look at and see, and that would be the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. This deck is so cute. I love, let me see if I can get, there's a glare. I'm sorry, guys. I love the images. I love the little keywords. There's 3 little keywords on each card. I like the color coding. I love a good color coded deck. Yeah, love this one. It's got a great guidebook that I could use when reading with any deck. If I wanted to use this to read for someone I met there that might want a reading, they wouldn't know me very well, right? Because it's traveling. This wouldn't scare them because it's very soft. It's like a hug deck, right? So I would definitely be taking this one with me. All right, so then I got 2 tarot decks, right? Now I need 2 oracle decks. So I would take with me my tried and true self-care wisdom cards. I have several copies of this deck. I somehow ended up with 3 copies of this deck. But I use 1 copy that I keep where I brew my coffee and pull it in the morning. And then this is the copy that I keep in my reading room, near my reading space, where if I want to pull for a friend or for a family, they have messages on the back and beautiful images on the front. And I love this deck. So I have 2 copies. One I keep near my coffee or near my bed, and one I keep in here. And I gave my mom a copy. Hay House had a sale where it was like buy one, get one free. So I bought one extra for myself so I could keep in here. And I gave the other one to my mom, which will just end up being mine because she's not going to use it. But she does think it's pretty. So that's 3 copies that I consider myself having of this deck, which is enough. I don't need any more. But I didn't need 3. I needed 2 though. I really did, because I keep this one. I don't want to move it from where it is, and sometimes I want to use it for friends. So, yeah. I don't want to have to keep running back and forth to get it. I do use this deck quite a bit. Yeah, and it's a beautiful deck. Feelings, and then it has lovely messages on the back. Healing begins with feeling. Be gentle with yourself and tender with your heart. Yep. And so, yes, this one would definitely be coming with me. My other oracle deck is the real live me now. This is not the play me. This is not the fake me, right? So the real live me would definitely be bringing this one because this is new to me, and I am quite obsessed with it at the moment. So I'll be bringing this. I'm not bringing any shadow work decks on no trip. I'm not bringing any deep decks because I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm going to do this and look at these pretty pictures and read these nice messages, and that's what I'm going to do on a trip, right? So stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. Pray from the heart. Increase your knowledge. These little soft images, these fabulous little messages from Archangel Michael, I would be bringing with me, right? So that's what I would take with me, real live me, right? Real live me would only bring those 4 in my carry-on. The me that wants to finish this tag would then have another category, right? So the next category is decks that are fun. And the next one I have is the Tarot of the 1001 Nights, another Lo Scarabeo. I love this deck because, well, it kind of reminds me of travel, which is, what I've put on myself for this trip, right? I'm on a trip. So I would definitely want to bring a travel deck with me, right? I don't know why I wrote strength on there. It must have been confusing me. But this is a lovely, gorgeous deck. Very, very... Whoever picked these pictures together, who did this? Artwork by Leon Carr. But who... I don't know who chose the images. But look at that. This reminds me of the Middle East. And I used to live there. And I love it. I love this deck. I I think all of the majors are first up front because I was using it for a spread. There's a spread in the guidebook that's quite lovely. It's you pull 3 major arcana cards, and then you pull 4 minors for each major, right? And the first major is health, and no, it's work, health, and family. And then I think they call it the Scheherazade or the Knights of Scheherazade spread. I can't remember what it's called, but I like it and I use it. And so that's why all of my majors are up front and then, the minors. But yeah, beautiful deck. I wish that they would have put this on a larger cardstock, but I think when this deck was released, even though I just got it not too long ago, maybe 2020-ish, 2019, I think when this deck was released way before that, which was before they had the bigger, before they had the bigger cardstock. I'm not sure though. So that's the Tarot of 1001 Nights. Then another fun deck that I would definitely be bringing with me to introduce to the world is the Hip Hop Queens. I love this deck. I got this deck as a gift. When I got it, I got to tell you, I was on my, what is this? High horse, like tarot snobbery nonsense, right? I didn't know. It wasn't on my wish list. And I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know, right? But let me tell you about this here deck. This deck is fabulous. Look at that. Like, look at Missy. I love the people, first of all. Some of them I know, some of them I didn't know. I had to look them up, but you don't really need to look them up because this guidebook tells you exactly what you need to know. It doesn't give you the whole life of the person, right? It gives you the snippets that you need to understand why they chose these keywords and this, why they chose that for this character, right? Which is all you really need in a guidebook. And then you can go look on Wikipedia for the rest of their life or whatever. These pictures are fabulous. I love that. This card makes me crazy because to me, this looks like Lauryn Hill. But this is Dreezy, and the one that's Lauryn Hill doesn't look like Lauryn Hill to me, so it confuses me. But I love these images. I love the keywords that they chose for the people that they put in this deck. It reads fabulously. It's a lovely deck. So don't sleep on it. That's all I have to say about this. This deck right here, don't sleep on it. So yeah, we're going to end on Yo-Yo Defiance. But yeah, it's a beautiful deck. This is the Hip Hop Queens Oracle deck. That would definitely be coming with me for the fun of it all. And then I have one more fun. Hang on, let me get stuff back in here properly. I have one more fun deck, and that would be, hang on, let me get you the box. The Good Karma Tarot. This is fun. And, it doesn't even fit in the frame. This is a big box, guys. I don't keep the deck in this box at all. It's one of those 2-part boxes. It had a fabulous guidebook in it, which I keep on my shelf back there because I use it for reference. It's my go-to. I can't even get this thing open. It doesn't have any thumbhole cutouts, but you see, it has this. Yeah, I use it for reference because it's a fabulous, fabulous guidebook. The cards are great. If you like this art style and you're looking for a deck with a good book, I would suggest this one. This is the Good Karma Tarot. It's cute. It's fun. It's unassuming. It's not scary at all. And yeah, it's a little young. So if you're looking for something with older people in it or age, you're not going to find it here. But it's fun. I like it. I like it. And yeah, the cardstock is a little thick. So if you have small hands, I edge this. They come with white edges. If you have small hands, you're probably going to want to shuffle this way because it's thick and they're a little big. This is a normal tarot deck. You can see that this is slightly wider than a normal tarot size, and they are quite thick. So, if you have small hands and you don't want to be bothered with learning a new way to shuffle, this might not be the deck for you. Me, I will figure out a way to shuffle anything as long as if I want to use it, I'm going to figure out a way to shuffle it. I'm going to figure it out. But because my hands are small and I have trouble shuffling everything. So that's the Good Karma Tarot. Now, next category is decks with guidebooks that I probably should have read by now, but I haven't. And so I would take these on my trip so I could read these books. And the first one is The Enchanted Lenormand Oracle. I only bought this Oracle deck. My favorite Oracle is the Under the Roses Lenormand. I use it all the time. This one, I mean, it's all right, but I bought it for this book and I still haven't read this book. So I would think that this would be a chance for me to, take it with me. I'm on a trip. I'm probably going to have some nights in the hotel or, I'm not going to know a whole lot of people. I'm going to have time to read these books. So these are the decks that I would take with me to read the books. This is the Enchanted Lenormand Oracle and Guidebook. This book is supposed to be really good. Now, I can't comment on it because I haven't read it. I mean, I've dipped in and out of it. I do like that it has the keywords. It has your traditional German meanings. And then it has, like, if you see it with this, then it means that. If you see it with the clouds, then it means that. And I kind of use that sometimes. But it doesn't have them all. And, yeah, I mean, I dip in and out of it. But I really should sit and read that book. So I would take that so I could read the book. Another one I would take is the Urban Tarot. I think that you guys know, I just said earlier that I don't have any Thoth decks. I don't know how to read Thoth, and this is a Thoth deck. Well, it's a Thoth-inspired deck. So I would take this one with me so that I could read this guidebook and learn how to read with this deck because I think this is beautiful. I had it on my wish list forever. And I finally was able to grab a used copy of it, trade for a used copy of it, got it in perfect condition and still have not used it. I've looked at these beautiful cards several times over, but I haven't used it because I feel I should read the book before I start using it. I don't want to force it into a RWS or a Marseille world if that's not where it belongs. And so since I have not taken the time to read the book, I haven't used it. So I would take this with me and do a little deep dive with it. This card is hard, isn't it? Very, very difficult. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I need to read the guidebook. But yeah. All right. So that's the Urban Tarot. And the last one I would take with me, because I need to read the guidebook, is one of the newest in my collection, The Sacred Sisterhood. Oh, this is big. I don't know. This is big. Y'all, I have been wanting this deck since it came out. I've been looking at hashtags on Instagram, lusting after this deck, but it was quite expensive, and I am cheap. Well, I'm frugal, Part of the fun of collecting tarot decks for me, now you do you, of course, but for me, is finding the sales, right? Finding them at the prices that I want to pay, that I don't think are too high. Let's keep this in order because I still have it in order. I found this deck at a publisher. Oh, I guess it's not in order. Where's the fool? I found this deck on a publisher's fill in a box. See, that's the thing with these types of boxes. They get caught on one of those publishers' copies for $10. Snatched it up and have not looked back. I am very excited. I don't want to get them out of order. It is beautiful. I knew it was beautiful because I've been following the hashtags on Instagram. I cannot wait to dig into this guidebook, so I would take this with me so that I could dig into this guidebook. I think, now don't quote me on this, but I have a feeling that this beauty is going to kick my modern witch to the curb. Because I don't generally have a lot of single, all men, all women decks. I like to keep just one. Now, I might keep Modern Witch because I use it to read for someone in particular and they really like it. But if they like this one and I like this one more, that one might be going, because it is very difficult to shuffle. Like I said, I will figure out a way, and I have figured out a way, but this is going to be much easier. This cardstock is going to be much easier, and I like it more. I like this artwork because it feels more grown up to me. It feels more my style. You know, it feels more, what's the word? I don't want to be rude. I want to say classy, but I don't want to be rude. Modern Witch is a beautiful deck, and I've had it for a few years now, and it has served me well. But this artwork seems more mature. There we go, mature to me. I really love it, and yeah. So I would take that, and that would be my last deck that I would bring. That's 10. That's 10 decks that I would take with me. So we have the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot, the Marseille Cats, and the Ancient Italian. Those were throwaways, right? To read the guidebook, Enchanted Lenormand and Urban, along with Sacred Sisterhood. Fun and Sassy, Good Karma Tarot. Hip Hop Queens, yes. And my Travel Fun, Tarot of the 1001 Nights. And then, you know, just the soft, do a quick reading before you go to bed. You know, get that love, that lovely feeling of being supported by your thoughts, by the beautiful thoughts of the angels, all that sort of thing. Was that the last one? Yep. And that was it. All right. This has been a pleasure. Like, share, subscribe. I was saying in the other video, I'm really not sure what this is going to be, but if you want to follow me along on this crazy journey, I make no promises, and I cannot tell you what the content is going to be. But feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, I have been talking a lot today, so I'm going to drink a little bit of tea. And I wanted to tell you guys about this tea because it's really good. And I have been trying to, this is the Adagio company tea. So someone told me about this last year, and I got the advent calendar this year. And the one I'm drinking today is the cranberry. But there's so many different ones. Like this one I had yesterday. This one was really good, the candy apple. And I had like a chocolate one. So far we've done 5. I have an advent calendar. Now I can't drink them every day because there's some black teas, and I try to only drink 1 cup of caffeine a day. But they've been good. So yeah, shout out to them. I am not affiliated, obviously. Right, as they say. But I just wanted to let people know because somebody put me on. So, let me pay that forward because this tea is good. All right, you guys have a good and blessed day, and I will see you in whatever my next video is.